Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to teach you how to make those beautiful peplum handkerchief peplum. So the first thing to do is to fold your fabric into four, just like so. You can see that I folded it into two and then flip it over, just like so. This is very easy, guys. I'm sorry I didn't show you this. Didn't note my camera was off camera when I did this. So I measured about 2.5 inch and 12.5 inches from all angles. Now this depends on how you want your flay to be. I'm cutting the flay first. So this is the flay, okay? So you fold your fabric into four and then I'm measuring about 12.5 inches on all sides, just like so. The reason why I'm measuring it in three places is because I want to achieve a straight line, okay? To help me achieve a straight line. So I'm going to draw a straight line just like so. Now don't forget that you are cutting the peplum first. So this is an handkerchief flay and it's always very nice and beautiful and not the regular kind of flay, something spicy. Something spicy. So I'm trying to cross check to see if it is actually 12.5 inches on all sides. So after doing this, the next thing to do is to cut it out. You can see that I have an equal edge on all sides. So after cutting it out, what is left for us is to cut out our waistline from that peplum. So how to achieve your waistline is your waistline divided by 4, just like so, and then you make sure that you achieve 8 inches. It's 8 inches, so on that side. So I came down by 4 inches, and that was why I was able to achieve that 8. So you take your ruler round to make sure that it's actually 8 inches. You need to be sure. So this one was actually, you can see what we have. This is so beautiful. You can style it in different ways. You can style it the way I positioned it there, and you can also go ahead and style it in another style. Sorry about that. So the next thing to do is to measure the shoulder. I'm cutting the half length right now. So the shoulder and then the armhole, I came down by 8 inches. The shoulder is also 7.5 inches. That's 15 divided by 2. So the armhole, I think I used 7 inches for the armhole as well. This scuba, the material I'm using is scuba double foam. Some call it double foam. So I'm measuring my bust, and this material it expands a lot. So that is why I use 7 inches for the armhole. So I'm measuring my bust plus 2 inches allowance. That's 8 plus 2 inches. That's about 10. But instead of using 10, I used 1 inches allowance because the material is really stretchy. So I'm going to be using 9. You can see I'm trying to show you guys what it looks like again. So I'm measuring my shoulder again from that place to achieve a straight line. Although I'm going to be coming in by a half an inch so that I can cut out the dart so that it will not be budge. It will not have budge at the um armhole side. So you go ahead and draw a straight line for the armhole and also coordinate that bust side with the armhole. So just like so. This is very simple, guys. Can I show you? So we can't leave it with the sharp edge. That was why I curved it just like so. So the next thing to do is to measure the arc length of your top. Depends on the person you're sewing for and the size of the person. For this, I'm going to be using about 15 inches. So I'm measuring it on both sides to achieve a straight line, 15 inches. And I'm going to be connecting it together just like so. So go ahead and measure your waist. Don't forget to add seam allowance and then connect your bust and waist together just like so. And then go ahead to measure the neck width. I use 3 inches for the neck width. I don't want it to be too large, like too big. I want it to be adequately moderate. So I used 3 inches for the width. And then I came down by about no, this is actually an asymmetric neck. For the back, I came about by 1 inch, but this is the front. So I used a different style for the front. But first of all, let's cut out the front part. So this is what we have now. What is left is for us to cut out that asymmetric neck, okay? This is very simple, guys. So you you notice how deep you want it to be. For some, when they come down, it shows a bit of their boobs, but I don't want the boobs of the person I'm sewing for to show at all. So I'm going to be opening it up to be able to identify how deep I want it to be. So I may actually come down by just 4 inches so that the breast of the person is not going to show at all. You can see that I notched where I I measure the 3 inches, I notch both sides. So this is how I just slant it. So this is very easy, guys. You have to pay detailed attention to this. So I'm going to be coming down by 4 inches, just like so. So after that, you slant. You need to slant it at the other side. So this is going to be 4 inches downward. This depends on how deep you want it, guys. I think I later used this. I used 4 inches actually. Depends on how deep you want it. You can use 4.5. You can use 5. You can use if you want your boobs to show maybe maybe 6 inches, 6 7. If the person is busty, but I don't want that to expose, so I'm going to be using 4 inches. Yeah, and then I'm going to be slanting the other side just like so. This is very, very easy. Just slant it to that 4 inches that you measured earlier on. So, and then locate the middle of, you know that the middle, you don't want the middle to be so high. And then you want the person to feel comfortable wearing the clothes. So I'm going to come in a bit. Instead of following the straight line, I will come in a bit so that it's not going to choke the person. Because I'm using 4 inches at that side, it may be too high at that asymmetric part. So I came in, you can see that I just covered it in a bit. So, and then I cut the back. I placed the front piece on the back piece just like so. And then I left some few inches allowance at the other side for zip allowance. So I'm going to slant it to avoid having bulge at the zip allowance side. I just slanted it in by half of an inch at the back side just like so. You can see how I'm slanting it. That's the zip allowance to avoid the bulge. So what's next is just to cut out your fabric just like so. I'm cutting out the back part now. You want to make sure that it's equal and it's neatly cut. So I'm going to cut out the zipper allowance part as well. So this is what we have. I used the pin to hold it together because scuba material shipped a lot, and then for easy cutting, that was why I used the pin to hold it down. So let's notch the zip allowance part so that it will be easy for us to identify when we want to sew. This is very easy, guys. This is also so easy. So the next thing to do is just to cut the sleeve. So I'm folding this into four just like so. And then after folding into four, this depends on how long you want it. But I don't want this to be too long and short. I'm going to be making it like a 3/4 um sleeve. Okay. So you know the armhole we used earlier was about 7 inches. So you can use 8 inches or you can use seven. It depends on to be on the safer side, I'm going to be using the breadth is 7 inches, so I used about 12 inches downward. So the length is 12 inches downward. That is how long I want it, and then the breadth is 8 inches actually. So now, guys, this is also for seam allowance and all. So now, what's left is for you to identify the midpoint of your sleeve, okay? And then after that, you come down by 3 inches, come down from up by 3 inches, identify the midpoint of the upper sleeve. This is 8 inches, so I'm going to be using the I think it's 7 point something inches. So I'm going to be using the midpoint of the sleeve. And then I came down by 3 inches. So I'm going to be connecting the 3 inches plus that from that midpoint. You can see how I just slanted it. This is the easiest way to cut a sleeve. You know how we go about this place. Just the easy route. So you slant it just like so. This is not a puff line, puff sleeve. It's just a normal sleeve. If it was a puff sleeve, I would have used a different method. Okay, so you can go ahead and measure the sleeve round of a person and then cut that out as well. So if the sleeve round of the person is 10, you know that you're using 5 plus 1 inch allowance for your seam allowance, and then that's going to make it 6 inches. So I'm going to be measuring 6 inches over there, just like so. Then you go ahead and slant it from the measurement to the tip of your sleeve, just like so. Very easy, guys. The slant is from that tip to the measurement that you just measured. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm sure you learned one or two things from this video. Feel free to ask me questions at the comment section, and I'll be there. And if you have any tutorial you'd like me to work on, please feel free to ask me. I love you. Bye.